Sports on Tap Detroit, brought to you by the Realtors of the Joe Wright Group, Jason Stiltner of Flagstar Bank, Aldman Entertainment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We're here to fuck shit up.
Sports the way it should be. Nothing sugar-coated, we're loaded with all the information you wanted. From legends to prospects, nothing's off limits. Chris and Joe be taking on all topics with no stopping. They keep it rolling and going and ball hopping at a rate that's hard stopping. With news that's jaw dropping, they're getting it in. Sports Center competition, man, they in it to win. This ain't a fluke, from Carolina to Duke, from MSU to Michigan. You'll know if you listening, if you ain't, you missing it. All the excitement, they shock like a thundercloud and light of lightning. Get it together, you know ain't nobody better. Bring heat than cold weather. You better put on a sweater, you better just let it go and all come and attack. Sit back, relax, let's tell them it's on tap.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Motherfucker.
Welcome to episode 150 of Sports on Tap Detroit. I am Chris Scott alongside Joe Waddell. Joe, all right?
I'm fucking great.
Yeah, I will be. I will be once tomorrow's over because that is my Friday. Today was your Friday. We're both going on a little vacation. You going a little bit longer than I am, but still getting out of town for a little bit, which is nice.
You get away.
Yes.
You get to enjoy some stuff. The reason why you work
Yes.
is to enjoy it.
Yes,
And getting away from work and enjoying the money you make is fucking awesome.
it is nice when you actually get a chance to do that. Now you are heading to Disney with your daughter again.
Absolutely.
Which is awesome. I feel like you're going to try to do this every year, or at least until she hates Disney.
Yeah. We're at least going to take the trip down there the next couple years. So next year, we've already kind of started planning it because she's excited about Universal opening up the Mario World
Oh, wow.
and Donkey
Okay.
Kong World.
Yeah.
So I think next year we're definitely still going to head down there and I don't know how extravagant each trip's going to be, but I think it's going to be a yearly thing, at least for a little while until she,
until
basically
she-
until she's Disneyed out.
Until she gets interested in something else, or until she starts like sports or like gymnastics, whatever
Right.
she decides to get into. But yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you guys can do that.
I love
that's
my
excellent.
child, but she's not really coordinated enough for like gymnastics or anything. We
You know-
might try soccer. You know what I mean? Like I played soccer. We
Yeah.
might try that. She runs fast.
Oh,
so
there you go. Maybe track and field.
Yeah,
There you go.
just a fast run. Maybe she'll make the Olympics.
Yes, as obviously the Olympics just concluded, but I am heading to Chicago this weekend for a Cubs Blue Jays game, so I'm excited about that. I'm bringing Lady Friend and my mother with me because they have never been to Wrigley, so I figured it's my birthday weekend. Why not do it? You know,
Do it up.
do it up. So, yes, but as Dennis mentioned, breakdancing, as we just talked about the Olympics, as it
What?
had just ended.
I saw the Australian breakdance.
Oh, my God.
My daughter could definitely do that. My daughter can definitely make the breakdancing Olympic team.
It kind of looked like Dominic Hasek making a save. Like some of the shit she was doing.
It was bad.
Like that right there. It just as soon as she did that, I'm like, you just killed this event for future Olympics because nobody wants to see that shit. Like, what are you doing? I mean, now I know it's a meme and it's gone viral and all that shit.
First of all,
of course, it should have.
First of all, why was it in the Olympics to begin with?
I don't understand. Why is breakdancing in the Olympics, but baseball's not, softball's not?
Dennis said Elaine from Seinfeld.
Oh, 100%.
That's exactly
He
what-
nailed it, Dennis. Elaine from Seinfeld, 100%. Sweet, fancy Moses. That's what it is. But yeah, you got the little kicks. Exactly. But yeah, so you got breaking, as they were calling it, in the Olympics. But like I said, sports like baseball and softball, we're not. Hell, if you're going to put breaking in the Olympics, for the love of God, can we put bowling in the Olympics? Like, why not?
What about Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo?
I mean, that would be awesome. At least those guys knew what the fuck they were doing. So I would much rather watch that than whatever the fuck it was she was doing. But that'll be a trivia question one day of who won the probably one and only breaking gold medal, and some dude from Canada. I think his name was like Ken Wizard or something like that.
Well, the other meme that's going to be there for a while
Yeah.
is the guy who he get a silver medal in shooting,
Oh, that's I love that.
and he basically was like just
Fuck it.
your everyday Joe, your everyday dad going out there with his hand in his pocket, just firing a gun off. It was the most
it was amazing.
casual
It was amazing.
fucking shooting I've ever seen in my life. That dude looked like John Wick, who
He just said, yeah.
he's like
got
an
it.
assassin by day, and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll try the Olympics.
Just like walked in off the street, be like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna give me a silver medal. That's cool.
Hand in his pocket.
One thing I don't understand is how the fucking USA didn't sweep that competition. Like for real. I guess because it wasn't in a school, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know, but
wow.
I figure that's an event that the USA should be really good at. But apparently we're not. So
USA, apparently we're good at shooting, just not aim.
yes, exactly. So anyway, but yeah, overall the Olympics, I thought it was actually a pretty solid Olympics. I actually did like NBC's coverage of it. They actually got it right this time. They, especially with Peacock, and I think this is specifically what Peacock was designed for, was for the Olympics. Because yeah, you could have multiple events on at the same time, but they did it like kind of like they do Quad Box on Red Zone.
It was called the Gold Zone.
Exactly, and the same guy hosted it, Scott Hansen. He hosted it.
Well, so did
And
Siciliano.
I saw that they linked up into this,
They bounced back and forth,
which
on
I
this
thought
one.
was great. And honestly,
Well, because let's face it, one guy couldn't do all the Olympics, so
that's
they
a
had to
lot,
have
yeah.
two.
I mean, as much as we bash these networks for some of their coverage, you got to give them props when they're due. And like I said, props to NBC. They actually got this one right. And they didn't delay stuff until prime time, so you could see it then when you already knew the results of it. They aired it live.
Yep.
You know, it's like, okay. So I was at work,
Well,
watching
that's
some
the
of the
benefit
events.
of having the streaming service, right?
Oh, it's
So
awesome.
You could watch it live, or they had shows at night
Yeah.
that would catch you up.
Right.
But like you could still watch it live.
But you
when
didn't
whenever
have to
wanted
wait
Right.
until night to watch it.
Right.
Especially knowing the results.
Right.
You know? And I thought that was great. So like I'd be at work and I would pop on my YouTube TV and I would watch whatever event I wanted to watch. Because even YouTube TV, they did that like the Quad Box, like 4 events at the same time. I'm like, this is awesome.
Hell yeah.
Like that's fantastic. I loved it. So the U.S. ended up winning the overall medal total. I think they tied China with the most amount of golds, which that's cool. You know, we should always be up there if you know, at least in the top 2 anyway.
Should be.
Should be. You know, the USA guy won for, you know, the 100 meter, which is arguably the best event of the Summer Olympics. It's the one people look forward to. You know, 10 seconds, it's done, but like you can legit call yourself the fastest dude on the planet. And I'm sorry, Tyreek Hill, you would not beat that dude in a race. Sorry, you wouldn't. Not a chance. He would smoke you in that race, bro.
Smoking.
He would absolutely smoke you. USA women won soccer gold. That's cool. The one thing I didn't like, I'm sorry, dude. This was by far the least likable men's basketball team we've ever sent there. Ever. Like 100%. Honestly, I was kind of rooting for France to beat them. I really was. Like, I'm sorry, LeBron. I fucking hate LeBron James. Hate him. Like,
Well,
he's such a phony.
I've been there for a while.
I
so-
know. Like, you obviously know I've never been his biggest fan.
No.
But after this, dude, especially when you barely beat Serbia and then you barely beat France, you literally have a super team. You should be blowing these teams out. And I know the game has gotten closer. You know, world talent has gotten better, and that's all thanks to – who's that all thanks to? Oh, yeah, literally the greatest team ever assembled, the 92 Dream Team. Like, so for all these clowns that are saying, oh, this is the best team ever assembled. No, it isn't. The 92 Dream Team is the best team ever assembled, and
There will be no beating that team. There
No.
will be no beating that. That is the greatest team ever assembled.
Ever.
Period.
ever.
Period. End of story.
You put them all in their prime, that 92 team is mopping the floor with this team. 100%.
Dennis says, "Is it sad I wanted them to lose?" No, it's not.
I'm not going to lie. I was kind of hoping for it.
I would not have been against.
And then, of course, LaFraud gets the MVP of the Olympics. I'm like, dude, if it wasn't for Steph Curry, you guys would have lost. You wouldn't even have been playing for bronze.
Yes.
Like, what are you talking about?
I love how Steph was lights out
Lights out.
the entire Olympics.
Like, especially those last 2 games, the
Yeah.
semifinal and the final.
But yet
Yeah.
LeBron gets the fucking
Yeah,
MVP.
like, okay.
Are you fucking kidding me? Why? Because his name's LeBron?
That's exactly why. 100%. That's exactly why. Because it's LaFraud. So that was kind of disappointing to me. But and then I actually did watch the women's gold medal game. That was a game, man. Like I could not believe how close that game ended up being. But then I saw how the U.S. was playing. They kept turning the ball over and they couldn't make any shots. But they ended up winning in the end. So congrats to them. I think that's like 8 straight gold medals. It's like, all right, that's cool. So these Olympics, from everything, everything I've heard and everything I've read, it was a pretty successful Olympics, so good for them. And now it moves to 2028 in Los Angeles, which
Los
I'm
Angeles.
actually, yeah, which will be great.
I gotta be honest with you. The end of the Paris Olympics where Tom Cruise
Yeah,
did the most Tom Cruising he's ever Tom Cruised.
right. It was really death-defying.
Dude, it was Tom Cruising
Yes.
the most ever Tom
Oh,
Cruising he's
for
ever done.
sure.
I mean, it was ridiculous, but
Like, I didn't watch any of the closing ceremonies because I just didn't care. I'm like, okay, cool. The Olympics are over. All right, great. Moving on with my life.
and moving on.
But, seeing how it's moving to LA in 28, just kind of seeing some of the venues that they're doing. Like, they're putting, like, the swimming in the football stadium where the Rams and Chargers play, which I
Oh,
think is
okay.
pretty fucking cool. Which they did that for the Olympic trials this year, and they put it where the Colts play.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, that's like I feel like that's a bit much for swimming to put it in that stadium. But
Well, I want to know where they're putting the rest of the shit.
exactly. Obviously, track and field is going to be at the Coliseum, which
Is the diving going to be off of the Hollywood sign?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think it'd be pretty dope if it was. Oh, they're bringing lacrosse back too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Oh, they're bringing back actual sports
yes.
instead of,
So like,
breakdancing.
So like baseball and softball are coming back. So baseball, you got to obviously have to have that at Dodger Stadium. You have to. Like if you don't,
That's an easy one.
That's an easy one. Like what are we doing here? You got to put it at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure they won't call it Dodger Stadium. They'll call it something else, like Olympic Stadium, something.
I wonder if they'll have track and field events at
at the Rose Bowl.
Rose Bowl.
I don't think so. I think it's just
No?
going to be at the Coliseum.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to use the Rose Bowl at all, which would be weird. I think you should.
To me, you have to use
You
it for
should
something.
use the Rose Bowl
Should
for
use the Rose-
something.
something.
Yes.
It's one of the most iconic stadiums
It really is.
ever.
And that's the thing with these two stadiums is they're both pretty iconic stadiums. But yeah, I feel like you should use the Rose Bowl for something. Maybe flag football.
Fucking anything.
Maybe flag football because that's coming too. Flag football. Mm-hmm. Now, if they actually
What is it, 3-on-3?
I'm not sure how that's going to work, but if they legit let NFL players do this, dude, like what?
I mean, I'm in to watch that.
Like I would watch that. I would
if
absolutely
it's
watch
NFL players, yeah.
that. Like, but it would just be like an absolute.
Like, I don't want to see, your everyday fucking
No.
flag football player out there. Like, I'm sorry. I want to see the best in the world.
Right. And it's honestly, it'd be a perfect time to do this because it's right during training camp. They're either going to get hurt in training camp or they're going to get hurt during doing this.
Yeah, let them go out there and,
Yes.
run around.
It's not like they're getting tackled or
There's
anything like that.
No pads, no
Nope, just
tackling.
Let them go. You let them do it during like the Pro Bowl festivities, so why not?
Cornhole at the Rose Bowl.
Yes. Why not?
Are they having cornhole
I think they
next
should just do like all long games, do cornhole, ladder golf, all
Yeah.
that shit. Do it
Yeah.
at the Rose
Do
Bowl.
the Rose Bowl.
I love it. I think it's a terrific idea, Dennis. Nicely
Flag
yeah.
football.
I love it. I think lawn darts. Lawn darts at the Rose Bowl.
Jarts.
Jarts. Yes. And now those plastic fucking jarts, like legit ones, like come on. What are we doing here? Let's go. I think that'd be a fantastic idea.
I bought my daughter a game called Flarts.
the hell is that?
Floor darts. They're like, they got sandbags in them and you blow them up.
Frankly, that's another thing that should be in the Olympics. Just darts. If we have fucking breaking, why not have darts?
Listen,
If we have if we have shooting,
if
why
we-
not have darts?
If we have breakdancing, you could literally put anything in the Olympics.
at this point,
with
you probably
breakdancing.
could. Yes. Yeah. You've literally opened that door
For fucking anything.
for fucking anything. So yes, darts. Why not? Pool. Just straight up billiards. Why not? Bring it.
I think that's a great one.
I think that should absolutely.
Maybe that
happen.
should be a Winter Olympic sport, though. It's more indoors.
What
Pool.
Pool?
Shooting pool.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. Either way, it should be in the Olympics. Yeah, trampoline is in there. Fucking like what? Yes, some of these sports it's just like, well, why is this not in there then? You know, like come on, like bocce ball. Why should bocce ball? Why not
Shuffleboard.
shuffleboard? It's like curling but on wood.
What about what? Well, that's regular shuffleboard.
That's
but then
what
you
I'm
can
yes,
do table shuffleboard.
Yes, hell yeah, team shuffleboard. Yes.
Yeah, Winter Olympics has curling. Summer Olympics has shuffleboard.
I love it. I think we're single-handedly changing the Olympics as we speak. I love it.
I think we fucking nailed this.
IOC, I hope you're listening to this. You guys got to take some notes.
Yeah. We're probably going to have to send them the recording of this, but
Yeah,
you know,
right.
we'll work on it.
Anyways, so that's kind of enough about the Olympics. Let's hop into. There's one topic I want to hit really quick before we hop into like NFL stuff, whatever.
No.
My Maple Leafs have decided they wanted a change as their captain. So they have, quote, stripped John Tavares of the captaincy, which they didn't strip him. This was mutually agreed upon with him and the Maple Leafs, and they have awarded Austin Matthews the captaincy, which was inevitable. Like we all knew this was going to happen at some point, and it kind of makes sense to do it now with Tavares going into the last year of his deal.
It's not surprising.
It's not surprising, and people are, kind of like, oh, why are they doing it now? Well, it's simple because Tavares is going into the last year of his deal, and who knows where he's going to play after the season. And again, it was just a matter of time of when they were going to give the captaincy to Austin Matthews. Now, I don't necessarily think Matthews should be the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think that should be Morgan Riley. But I understand why it's Matthews. You're going to sell a ton more jerseys with the C on it now instead of the A.
Right.
And it's your best player. As simple as that. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, on the ice, he's by far the best player that's out there. So.
Yeah, so I can completely understand why they gave it to him. I guess I'm cool with it. I mean, in all actuality, I really don't think it makes that much of a difference. But, because it's Toronto, it's a big fucking deal. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Like, it really doesn't do much for me, whether it's Tavares or Matthews as the captain. Everybody kind of knows in that room who the leaders of the team are, So
Yeah.
I don't think a letter is going to really change that. So, we'll see how it plays out. But that's just kind of my thoughts on it. It really, to me, is not a huge deal.
Well, the world needs ditch diggers, too.
Exactly. That's what Johnny T is going to be doing after the season. Yes, Dennis, you're right. A different guy to lead the handshake line after a Game 7 loss. You're absolutely correct on that.
In
I
the first
appreciate
round.
that. Huh?
In the first round.
In the first round. I mean, when was the last time the Red Wings made the playoffs? Just saying.
What was the last cup Toronto won?
Hey, we can go all day with this. It doesn't matter to me. Who has more? All that. We can go all day with this. It doesn't even matter. But yeah, like I said, that's kind of my thoughts on it. It doesn't really do much for me, but anyways. Do you see that Khaki Pants is not going to be?
I did. I saw they rescinded it.
They rescinded it. He's not going to be the whatever guest of honor or whatever at their first home game or whatever it was.
What was it? What did they call it? Whatever it was.
Something like guest of honor, some shit like that. I don't even know. But
Honorary captain.
Honorary captain. There we go. So the Michigan has rescinded that, or was it Harbaugh that rescinded it? That said no.
I think it was Michigan.
Was it Michigan?
Somebody at Michigan actually had the thought process that probably should have happened before they did this.
I loved that they were going to do it. I fucking absolutely loved it.
I don't hate it, but I also just want to be like, guys, let's just move on. Let it go. Like, listen, man. Like, the NCAA wants Harbaugh's nuts in a fucking jar. So
they have it now.
Okay, well they don't really, because he's not in the NCAA. They can't sanction him.
No, I understand that.
Right? So like what?
But if he ever does decide to come back,
yes. But that's the whole thing, though. And if you're Michigan, like, don't go dangling the carrot. Like, they're not done. They're not done yet. Like, let it all pass so that they don't come. the NCAA is like a petulant child.
Oh yeah.
And if you dangle him in front of them and go, what are you going to do? The NCAA will be like, well, fuck you. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. Now, meanwhile, the NCAA is probably going to be ousted and be done here in a couple of years, so who fucking cares? But I think, honestly, the smarter thought process won out in this, and they said, yeah, all right, let's just not.
Again, Dennis, that's why I wanted him to do it. Just a giant middle finger to the NCAA. I think it would have been fucking great. I would have absolutely
I wasn't against it, but I think the thought process, there's a lot of things that I'm not against that are not really smart to do. You know what I mean? Like, let's just throw that out there. With this one, I think they probably went the smarter way, not the rub it in the NCAA's face way.
And for all you clowns out there, especially Spartan fans and Buckeye fans that keep saying, vacate the wins. Dude, that's not going to happen, guys. It's just not. Accept it and move on. It's not going to happen. They're not going to. You and I and you and everybody else, we all saw them win our national championship. Cry about it all you want. It fucking happened. Simple as that. They're not going to vacate it, dude. It's not happening. Enough. Just let it go, man. You call them cheaters all you want.
They cheated.
Yeah, call them cheaters all you want. That's
cheated.
fine. So, again, you better hope your fucking house is clean. That's all I'm saying.
In NCAA football, no house is clean.
No house is clean. So, just let it go, man. Just let it go. It happened.
Yeah.
Are
you gonna watch this
Stallions
thing on Netflix? Is it Netflix that's coming?
I think it's on Netflix. Maybe. I don't know. Like the last couple Netflix things I've watched like that have been terrible.
Well, so this one I have an interest in though.
Yeah.
Like this one might be different for me. I have an interest in just hearing. The only thing is if it's like the Pistons and Pacers one, and a couple of the
like the Manziel one.
The Manziel one,
the Florida one,
the Florida, the Gator Kings or whatever it was called, the
Swamp Kings.
Swamp Kings.
Yeah,
they're all pretty biased.
Yes,
towards the one entity in there. Like the one with the Pistons was biased towards the Pacers. Mm-hmm. The one Swamp Kings was definitely like they glossed over.
Oh yeah, they did. They absolutely glossed over.
Basically, it's like, yeah, look what we did, and then like, oh hey, we're not going to talk about the fucking serial killer that was on your team.
Right.
Oh, we're not going to talk about Cam Newton who was there for
stealing a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Like we're not going to talk about any of that. None of that.
No,
okay, cool.
No. And Manziel, like trying to make it like he was like super squeaky, like a great guy in this whole thing. It's like, dude, this guy was a piece of shit.
Okay, you were a piece of shit the entire time.
This guy was a gigantic piece of shit. So,
yeah, I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna watch it with like
grain of salt.
Yeah,
because
I'm curious to see how this is gonna. I doubt he comes out and basically just burns the house down right before the season starts.
There's not a chance in hell that happens.
He's a Michigan through and through guy.
Yeah.
There's no way he comes out in this documentary and just lights the house on fire right before the season starts.
And I saw some people saying like that Michigan like leaked the notice of allegations. I'm like, why would Michigan do that? Because you're like, oh, the NCAA has never done this. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Have you seen the 30 for 30 on SMU? They've absolutely fucking done this. Wait, really? Again, why would Michigan do that? That makes zero sense.
They wouldn't. It makes zero sense.
So some of these Buckeye fans, holy shit, man, they got such a hard on for Michigan.
Sparty fan too, man.
It's true, but I think Buckeye fans are a little bit worse, just from what I've seen. Dude,
locally, no.
I'm just talking about
on
the Twitter.com.
Oh, of course, Ohio State fans.
Oh my God, these guys!
Buckeye fans
holy
pissed off
shit,
because
man!
They've lost to them 3 years in a row now. And listen, I'll be the first one to tell you, Michigan was Ohio State's bitch for a long time.
100%.
They're literal bitch.
Yeah.
They've won 3 years in a row now. Ohio State fans are pissed off.
Yep.
Buckeye fans are pissed off. Like I get it, but I mean, call the ambulance. I don't give a fuck.
Right, exactly. Call the ambulance.
I don't give a shit.
Like, you know what? But we couldn't beat you because you cheated.
Sure, that's
okay.
why.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Anyways,
you know who doesn't cheat?
that is Jason Stiltner from Flagstar Bank.
Yes.
If you're a homeowner or looking to be a first-time home buyer, give Jason Stiltner, Senior Loan Officer at Flagstar Bank, a call today at 248-752-3631. Jason has great mortgage programs for first-time home buyers, including down payment assistance options and excellent interest rates. Again, give my guy Jason Stiltner from Flagstar Bank a call today at 248-752-3631 and get the excellent service you deserve. Flagstar Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 27546. There you go. Is that the one we were talking about at your place during SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, did we talk about SummerSlam?
We did. We have not. No, we have not.
Okay, we'll hit that up toward the end of the show. Give our kind of takes on it, I guess.
Okay.
But no,
I was gonna say I don't think we're gonna do too much football today. When I come back from vacation,
that's
we're
when
gonna
we'll really-
do quite a
really
bit of
get into
football. I don't think we're gonna get into too much
No.
today.
But
Today's probably gonna be a quicker
yes,
show.
But we will get into a little bit of football. I kind of had a couple topics here.
Yeah.
Just going around social media and just kind of hearing the radio. I heard a topic that I kind of like. I'm like, yeah, let's bring it to the show. That sounds like a good idea. Which teams that made the playoffs last year will not make it this year?
I'd have to look back and remember the teams that made the playoffs last year.
Now, I'm looking at this now, and I'll start off with the AFC. Now, you have the Ravens, Bills, Chiefs, Texans, Browns, Dolphins, and Steelers. I'm going to give you two teams that won't make it from last year, right?
Okay.
Now, for me, this one's pretty easy. The Steelers, not going to make it this year. And I don't think the Dolphins are either.
Okay, so let's see. 2023 playoffs. So you're looking at AFC first, you said?
Yes.
All right. Baltimore, Buffalo,
Yep.
Kansas City, Houston, Cleveland, Miami, Pittsburgh. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh's one that's not going to make it.
I mean, they barely made it.
Yeah. I think there's a shot Buffalo doesn't make it. There's a shot Houston doesn't make it. Even as much as everybody likes them, I like them. There's a chance. I mean, listen, they're a very young team. Stroud's going into a second year. He played out of his mind his first year. I think a little bit of natural regression in second year is normal for a quarterback. Are they the favorite to win that division? Yeah. But there's a chance it doesn't happen.
How long
And
before
then,
Steph Diggs goes fucking crazy on his quarterback?
see, and that's another problem too, man. You basically just took on a cancer in that locker room.
Yeah.
I think there's also a chance that either Baltimore or Cleveland don't make it. 3 teams out of that division made it last year: Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and Cleveland. And that division just beats up on each other.
It
so
does.
like they just beat the shit out of each other. Now I think Baltimore is the stronger bet to still make it again.
Yeah.
And as much as I love Cleveland's chances this year, it all kind of rests on Deshaun Watson. And if he comes out and fails, that defense can only carry them so far. Now last year it carried them a long fucking way because they had Joe Flacco. And listen, Flacco got the job done, but I think there's a chance some of those don't make it. Buffalo Bills, they're questionable this year. With all the guys they had to let go, and they're kind of retooling. I don't want to say rebuilding; they're retooling.
Yes.
And then Jeremy on Facebook here says the Dolphins.
Yeah, no, I'm with
Don't
him.
make it.
I'm with Jeremy. I'm with you on that. I think it's definitely the Dolphins. Now I'm going to give you 2 teams that didn't make it last year to make it this year. I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Okay.
And this was the second one was kind of tough for me. It's honestly, it's between the Jets and the Chargers to make it this year.
Okay. I'm going to agree with you on the Jets. As long as Rodgers stays healthy, I think the Jets can make it.
Yeah.
Another team that could overtake Houston, Indianapolis.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Absolutely.
I could definitely see them making it.
If we can get a full season from Richardson, yeah. I could see that. Yeah.
Those would be my 2 teams.
Okay. Now let's swap it over to the NFC. And the NFC playoff participants last year were the Niners, Cowboys, Lions, Bucks, Eagles, Rams, and Packers. Out of those who made it last year, I would say that won't make it this year. Sorry, Joe. I don't know if the Bucks are going to make it this year, dude. I really don't.
No, that will be one of the teams that I would say I'm not really sure on.
And then the other one would be either the Rams or Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to implode. I really do.
I think the Cowboys are set to implode.
I'm fine with that. I would love that.
I'll be honest with you. I would say the Cowboys fall out before the Eagles do. I think the Eagles have a chance to right this more than the Cowboys do.
Okay.
I think this shit with CeeDee Lamb is about to go fucking nuclear.
Yep.
They don't have a running back.
You have a lame duck quarterback.
You have a lame duck quarterback. You have no other receivers other than CeeDee Lamb.
Yep.
You have no running back that you can rely on.
What? They got Zeke. Come on.
You have no running back that you can rely on. Dennis says the Lions. I think that Dallas is the one that can fall out of here the easiest. There's just their regular season's been great for like a few years in a row now, man. But all the stuff that's going on in the offseason, the CeeDee Lamb stuff, you don't have anybody behind him. You have nobody behind him. You have no running back.
Yeah.
Your quarterback is there's a lot of shit going on in that fucking team, man.
Right. For the second team, I'm just gonna go with the Rams. Just because.
I'm gonna go Cowboys and Bucks.
Okay.
Probably the Bucks.
Yeah.
They're going to have a little bit more competition in that division this year.
Okay. And now, who from last year that didn't make it will make it this year?
First one's easy for me, Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that's a no-brainer.
That's why Tampa doesn't make it.
Atlanta, and I will say the Seahawks.
All right. I'm going to go Atlanta and... This is a tough one.
It's tough, right?
This is a tough one.
Because the NFC is terrible.
This is a tough one. It's so bad.
Yes.
I don't even see another one that can make it.
Right.
Let me take that back. I think Atlanta's going to make the playoffs over Tampa.
Okay.
And Tampa might still make the playoffs, and Dallas will be the one team left out because they'll just implode.
Yeah.
I think only one of those teams doesn't make it for the NFC, in all honesty, and I think Atlanta makes it in. So one of those teams falls out, Atlanta makes it in, because the rest of the teams in the NFC fucking blow.
Yeah. The NFC is an absolute dumpster fire.
It's a trash
It
heap.
really is. It really is.
Like, you go down through the AFC, though. Baltimore, good team.
Yep.
Buffalo, retooling, but good team. Cincinnati, good team. Cleveland, good team.
Basically, the NFC North, good team.
Denver, shit.
Terrible.
Houston, good team. Indianapolis, good team. Jacksonville, decent team. Kansas City,
But they're not for real.
Kansas City, well, they're not. They're never for real. They will never ever be for real.
Ever.
Kansas City, obviously they're Kansas City. The Raiders, Chargers, Miami, good team. Patriots suck. Jets could be a good team. Pittsburgh, probably gonna take a. Those all like there's so many in there.
Yeah.
If you go through the other side of it, Washington,
Trash.
Tampa, all right. Seattle, San Francisco, all right. Philadelphia, all right. Giants, New Orleans Saints, Minnesota Vikings. You got the Rams, Packers, Lions, Cowboys, Bears, Carolina, Arizona. Like there's that whole. The NFC sucks, bro.
It does. It's bad.
It's awful.
It's bad. And again, if you're a Lions fan, again, this should be almost a cakewalk for you to get to at least the NFC Championship game again, because the NFC is that fucking bad. Now I know your division is going to be a little bit tougher this year because Green Bay is actually going to be pretty good.
Green Bay will be good.
So you're going to be fighting it out with them, but
Frank says not for real frauds. I'm guessing it's the
It's definitely
Jaguars.
the Jaguars for sure. Yes, we've learned that. Frauds.
I'm glad you guys finally agree on this
Yes,
one.
we do.
It caused a little bit of an issue at some point.
At
but
some point,
I'm really
yes.
glad that you guys agree on this one.
You know what else we agree on?
The Joe Wright Group.
That's right. Whether you're buying or selling your home, now is the time to take advantage of having the expertise of 3 real estate agents for the price of 1 on your side. Make the right move with the right group, the Joe Wright Group. Give Craig Joe Wright, Mike Bush, and Shane Wilson a call today at 248-535-4750 to fulfill all of your real estate needs.
There you go.
Oh, that was significantly better than the last one I did.
The last read for theirs you did?
Yo, it was so bad.
Yeah,
That was literally, I think that's the worst read I've ever done. Was
the last show
one.
we did,
Holy
your
shit.
Joe Wright read was
It
brutal.
was awful.
But, you know, you can't win them all.
So, yeah, they can't all be winners. It's all good. So one more I wanted to bring up. Just in this NFL season, what are you most excited about? What are you most looking forward to with this NFL season?
Football.
Well, I understand that, but you know,
I am most excited about there's a couple teams I'm really excited to watch and
Yeah.
see. I am excited to watch, being local, I'm excited to watch the Lions-Packers kind of rivalry. And see how that goes, because the Packers in all rights will be good. The Lions are a good team. I'm looking forward to seeing that division battle.
yeah.
And then I'm also looking forward to seeing some players in better situations that could succeed, and some young up-and-coming teams like Houston. I want to see how they progress this season. I want to see if they take a step back or if they progress. I want to see Atlanta. I really want to see
Yeah.
Atlanta, man. I'm really pumped about Atlanta. I want to see Baker Mayfield and see if he can come back and have a similar year as last year and lead Tampa and be that leader that they needed last year that he stepped up to be. There's a lot of stuff, but I think those hit on some of my more important ones.
Okay. I'm looking forward to the AFC North. I want to see how that division plays out because, like we talked about, those
That
teams
too. I didn't want to be too
right.
Just,
but I'm
you
looking
know,
forward to that because those teams
Yeah.
are gonna beat the hell out of each
Yeah.
other.
I thought I was
going
going
to
to be selfish by taking a selfish one. Yes, I really want to see that too
it's gonna
because I want I want to see how the Browns come back this year. I want to see how Deshaun Watson plays.
Yeah.
Listen, it's all on his shoulders. That defense is still going to be really good.
It is.
And they're still going to have a run game because that offensive line is good. It kind of lays on him,
Yeah.
and I want to see how that's going to play out. And that division is good.
It is
I mean,
good.
it's Cincinnati,
Yeah.
it's Baltimore, and it's Cleveland. And last year, Pittsburgh made the playoffs. So I mean, we all think they're going to take a step back this year. But if they don't, man, that division's fucking good.
I'm looking forward to seeing how these rookie quarterbacks come out and play. Unfortunately, J.J. McCarthy got hurt.
He did. He's going to be out for a little while.
Torn meniscus. We're not sure how long he's going to be out for, but
Had a couple of those.
yeah, not good.
Yeah, some of them take longer to heal than others. We'll
Yes.
see, But yeah, he's going to be out for a while. So starter there is going to be Sam Darnold now?
Yes. I'm looking forward to that. So that should be good. I'm looking forward to seeing the drama with the New York Jets because that's going to be
Yeah.
great. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. And I'm looking forward to see which coach gets fired first, which I think it's going to be Nick Sirianni. I do.
Man, you really don't think they're going to
I think
Yeah.
I think he's lost that locker room, dude.
A lot of people do.
I think he's completely lost that locker room. I mean, I could be wrong, and if I am, so be it.
Yeah.
But just something about last year, I don't know how you turn that around. I really don't.
Yeah,
Well, you could see it. They quit on him. They fucking quit on him.
they did.
So I don't know. I'm curious. That's one thing I'm looking forward to see which one gets canned first, and where Bill Belichick ends up because he's going to end up somewhere.
I don't think he does this season.
You don't think so?
No, not this season.
Actually, that is it. I want Belichick to do more studio work.
Yeah.
I do because he's actually really good.
Yeah.
Like really good.
I don't think he ends up anywhere this year. I think if he ends up anywhere, it'll be next year.
Okay.
I think that could happen next year. I don't think he replaces
Oh yeah,
anybody mid-season.
Brandon, I knew possibly to Pittsburgh. I think that's actually going to happen, Brandon. I do. I think that's on the verge of happening.
Yeah. I don't know why you would choose that though. Now, if you believe in Justin Fields, okay, which I'm a Justin Fields guy. For him, like, I don't understand why he didn't want to go to Cleveland. You know what I mean? Like,
Maybe he looked at Deshaun and be like,
maybe he looks at Deshaun and is like he's done. But like to me, that's the best case scenario to win.
Yeah.
They're set up to win now, right?
Right.
So if you want to win, best place to go. But maybe Deshaun is what chased him away. Maybe he's like, I don't think he has it anymore.
Yeah.
Which in that case, I don't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I think that trade is going to happen here shortly. I was reading something, I think it was yesterday, that the Niners are going to make one more run to try to re-sign him or whatever. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that ship has kind of sailed. So
I think that relationship is too far severed.
I do too. That's why I think this trade is eventually going to happen, for better or worse. Whatever.
For richer, for poorer.
I don't think it's necessarily going to make
death
the Steelers that much better. I don't, just because of their if they're going to start Russ. I don't think it matters who you have at wide receiver. I really don't.
Well,
If you start Fields, okay.
And Ayuk isn't worth the amount of money he's asking either, though.
No, he isn't.
Like, he's a good receiver.
Like-
He's not on the upper echelon. I'm sorry.
I get why he's asking for that money, because he's looking at all these other receivers getting paid, and he's like, well,
But
shit.
you're not those other receivers.
You're not those
bro.
other receivers, dude. You are not those other receivers, but we shall see. We shall see. Now, I know there was a couple NFL topics you wanted to hit. This list you got?
No, I think we'll save those.
save that?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we'll save that. I think we'll hit maybe SummerSlam
Okay.
and then probably wrap up the show for the night.
Sounds good to me.
But speaking of SummerSlam, you know who came over to my house for SummerSlam? It was
some
a-
bald-
it was a-
some bald
it was
guy.
a surprise to me.
Yeah, some bald guy.
bald guy.
Yeah.
From Baldman Entertainment. Steve Waddell from Baldman Entertainment.
Yes.
We all know planning an event such as a wedding, birthday party, graduation party, or any other event that might require a DJ can be very hairy. Eliminate the stress and give Steve Waddell at Baldman Entertainment a call today at 586-747-5402. He is the resident DJ for St. Hubert's Festival every year. If he's good enough for God, then he's good enough for you. St. Hubert's Fall Festival this year, September 7th, main stage, 1 to 4 p.m. Bald Man Entertainment will be there again. That's Bald Man Entertainment, 586-747-5402. The best decision you can make for a smooth event.
Nicely done.
There you go.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
buddy. Good job.
Donkey shit.
So, as Joe mentioned, he had a little get together at his house for SummerSlam this year, which was actually a very nice time. I enjoyed myself. Backyard's looking great. We all had a good
Appreciate
time.
it.
Yeah, it was
Good,
good.
yeah, it was
Great-
fun, man.
Great food, all that shit. It was a good time.
Everybody that came over, I love all you guys, and it was so much fun, man.
It really was. It really was. So we're watching SummerSlam, and I got to say it. What did I go, 7 for 7 on all my predictions?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
7 for 7.
I went
Better
six,
than last year.
I went 6 for 7.
Yes.
But yeah,
And it was a better show than last year, I thought.
it definitely was. I was disappointed watching it for the fact that we went to SummerSlam last year,
Yeah.
and I wish we'd have seen this event.
Yeah, this would have been a significantly better one to see.
So much better.
Yes, it was definitely better. However, a bit predictable again.
A little bit. Yeah, Dennis says a hell of a lot better than the crap we watched.
Oh
last-
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I don't think it got much worse than the one we saw.
And he also says, no, I wasn't there. My bad, brother. I will invite you next time. It's my bad. I apologize.
Oh, good job, buddy.
Yeah, I screwed up on that one.
Yeah, you did. So again, a bit predictable again, which kind of sucks. But
Yep.
that being said, the show itself is actually quite good. Now I know your whole takeaway from this was you were just happy that Roman Reigns came back,
Yeah.
which again we saw. We told you it was going to happen.
I'm completely fucking pumped he's back.
You
I
were
really am.
you were so excited when he actually came back.
Hell yeah.
You were so excited for that, but it made the show.
It did.
It kind of made the show. It really did.
Like him coming out and doing that, man, it was like just the lead up to it. Is he
Yeah.
going to come out? Is he going to come out? And then boom.
So I thought that was.
I like the
cool.
new entrance music they got for him too, by the way. It's a little twist on it.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that now finally Roman Reigns is now a babyface.
Yeah.
After all this time.
And they're not like forcing him on us like they did
Right.
the first time, and that's why we hated him as a babyface.
Right. But
'Cause he's
this
like, you will love this guy.
this
No.
this was a natural
Yeah.
occurrence. I mean, they
Yes.
kind of let it that way.
They did.
They kind of nudged it along. But yeah, I mean, dude, the minute he was gone, people were chanting his name. We want
Yeah.
Roman. We want
Yeah.
Roman. Well, you also got what you wanted in Cody babyface fucking bitch boy.
How's
Rhodes.
that working out for you?
The worst title reign ever.
Yeah, how's that working out for you clowns?
It's so bad.
But it's rare that you can take a wrestler who is a heel and then it doesn't matter. They still cheered for you.
Right.
Like, that's how Triple H was. Like,
Yep.
he was a heel, but people still cheered for him
Right.
because he was great.
Yep.
You know? And it's rare that you can do that. The same thing with The Rock, you know?
Yeah.
Heel, they cheered. Didn't matter. Like, that's how you know you're just fucking over, period, you know? So it doesn't matter what they do with him.
Nope.
I loved it. So it was a great return. And again, with him being a babyface now, there's actually a reason for him to be a babyface now,
Right.
You know, instead of just this guy's a good guy,
Right.
And that's all there is to it. Well, why is he a good guy?
Right. Well, why? Why am I
Yeah.
supposed to like
Yeah.
this guy?
Now there's a reason for it.
Now, like, there is a good reason
Yes.
for it, and that's awesome. And there was some good matches in this card.
There was.
And so Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley.
I mean,
I'm in love with Rhea Ripley.
I know
so,
you are.
That one, we saw that coming, right? That was going to turn
Yep.
the
Dom was gonna
Judgment
turn,
Day,
yeah,
right?
Yep.
Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
We all saw Braun Breaker winning that one.
Yep.
LA Knight defeating Logan Paul.
Which actually I thought was a pretty good fucking match.
It was. And then again, LA Knight winning like we all kind of said he was going to. It's about time for him to carry a belt.
Yep.
Nia Jax defeating Bayley.
Couldn't care less.
That's the one I didn't get right.
Couldn't have cared less about that match.
Yeah. And Nia Jax winning the fucking belt is just bad for
Yep.
everybody, in my opinion.
It is not good. No.
Drew McIntyre defeating CM Punk.
Exactly what we thought was going to happen.
Yep. Yep. And then Gunther defeating Damian Priest.
Yeah.
That one, we kind of all saw them putting the belt on Gunther, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's so.
Did you see the promo last night with him and Orton?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
really good.
I like Gunther. I thought they were going to put the title on him a little sooner than this,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think it's good.
But
I think it's
dude,
very
Orton,
good.
Orton still got it, man.
Yeah.
Like, especially in the ring, like on the mic.
Yeah.
Dude still got it, man. Like, I thought it was just a great promo. It was like to the point. It didn't
Yep.
fuck anything up. It was just like, this is it.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope. So I am actually looking forward to watching that match at what was the Bad Blood or whatever, Bash in Berlin.
Bash in Berlin, yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Okay.
Yep.
And then the Cody versus Solo, which again we knew who was going to win that match. Solo was never going to win the title.
No. Cody was going to win. It's how he won that was so great.
Exactly. And obviously Roman Reigns came back, speared Solo as the, what does this shirt say? The original chief or something like that?
Yeah. OTC, original
that's it.
tribal chief.
That's right, yes.
OTC.
And then as he's walking away from the
You know,
ring,
because he's got to sell new merch, right?
right. And as he's walking away, he's staring down Cody Rhodes, which
Eventually will happen again.
eventually will happen again. But I swear to God, if that happens before Rock versus
No,
Reigns,
it better not.
if it does,
No.
I'm done. I
No.
quit. Like I'm done. That cannot happen again.
Dennis said, other than Nia, I like the belt changes. It was time.
Yeah, no, Dennis, I agree with you. Trips has a penchant for letting Reigns happen too long. They go
Yeah.
on too long.
Yeah.
I like it when they switch every few months.
Yeah.
Like that's the talent you have now. You can't just say like one guy is like that dominant,
Yeah.
And I would much prefer it more if they just switch it every 3-4 months, whatever.
Right.
The guy can always win it back. That's
Right.
because these guys are good. Make it that way, But
Yeah.
and my thoughts on it. Yeah.
All right. We got anything else?
Got nothing.
All right. We got
Until- yeah.
to wrap it up.
Yeah, because we're in vacation mode.
We got to
guys.
wrap it up. Not to mention, I have to go to the bathroom really bad right now.
Oh,
so
all right then, yeah.
I didn't want you to have to talk by yourself. So
Appreciate that, buddy.
all right, give us a like, a share, and a follow on our social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. You can find all of our podcasts at your favorite podcast provider. Check out SOTDET.com. Click on shop, buy some stuff. We'd appreciate it. Yeah, SOTDET.com. We will see you in 2 weeks on Tuesday for our preview of the NFL. On behalf of Chris and Frank, who's not here, we are Sports on Tap Detroit. See you next Tuesday.
And that is it for us today.
No! God, please, no!
Bye, have a great time.
No! God!
Bye, guys.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
It's never goodbye.
You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs.
You were meant to be here tonight.
You guys will always be in my heart.
Great moments are born from great opportunity.
I think the most important part is that we all stay together throughout.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Live. Fight like hell. The best thing I have ever done, the best thing I will ever do, is be a dad.
God, I love you guys. Mamba out.